Okay, so if you're in school or your work or whatever, there's always, at least with college and high school, you got homework, right? And you kind of have to balance it to the extent that you can focus on what really matters in your life while still, getting the stuff done and working through society schooling, right? So I think there's one thing that can really help you get 10 times more things done outside of school than your peers, and the word is obsession with planned balance, right? So you can obsess over your work, but you have planned social interactions, and like that you're also gonna put together a schedule where to an extent you're focusing on what matters in your life, whatever it is. You're getting the schoolwork done, whatever it is. And you're, with the people around you, your family, what really matters. So, um, the trick really to get, the homework done, um, is to just completely obsess over anything you have while you have it, to the extent that you get it done before almost anyone maybe has even started it, because you've got like a focus that you have, or whatever it is you really are passionate about working on. You can do that by taking this other part of what needs to get done, right? Like maybe that someone assigns you a book to read, and or annotate or whatever, and it's due in a month. Like, just sit down after school or on a Saturday and just finish it, right? So that it's just off the table. Instead of like worrying about, when am I gonna work on it, take it, finish it off the table, no stress, no worries, and then you can spend that extra time that you would have spent in the future working on it, working on what really matters to you, whatever it is, right? So you can really create time, excuse me, by getting it done so ridiculously early that you have absolutely no care in the world about it, and it helps you disconnect from different aspects of your life, right? So when school ends or whatever ends, you're done reading, and you can go and focus on whatever it is that matters, that you're really passionate about. um, or just, if you don't know what that is yet, then like it gives you the time to explore options and look at new things, so that you can really understand, like you can really dive into a certain field that you might be interested in, without having to worry about other stuff, right? So like you can research stocks like for months on a time, just by finishing the work before anyone else has even started it, or whatever it is, however it works. Procrastination, I get, is a natural thing, but if you can overcome that and just like take care of all the homework you can, like as soon as you can, instead of like worrying about it in the future, you're gonna free up that time to work on yourself and your own goals, and you set your own deadlines for your own goals, right? So you can set your deadlines whenever you want to set your personal deadlines for whatever your goal might be, right? If you want to explore a certain aspect of something, whatever you want to do, you work on it yourself at your own pace, and you set your own pace, and you can do that because you're not, stressed or worrying about like what needs to get done for school. Instead, you just finish it, you get it out of the way, and then you go on and kill it. So a couple other applications maybe of doing this, with like projects, stuff like that. I get, if you have big things, it's easy to procrastinate on them. And procrastination is normal, which sucks, but it's like, you just kind of have to find, the drive to do it, so that you can focus on other parts of your life and grow it for those, right? Last example I have today, went on like a 10-hour. We had this awesome senior trip. It was just killer, right? We were going on this really cool. We went to Orlando, Florida, and bunch of roller coasters. It was super great, like 4 day trip. 3 day, and it was just killer. Um, and when you're there, right, you're present. It's a group event. You're not worrying about the other stuff. You just cut it off. It's like a vacation, right? And you just need that. You just take that break to reflect and have fun and enjoy yourself and friends. And it was like a 10 hour bus ride there, 10 hour bus ride back. And on the way there, like everyone's just on their phones or like listening to music, like not getting the productive stuff done, right? So take that time and take any extra time you can find, especially when you have no social obligation, like on a bus, and just go hard on what really matters, right? Like I got business calls done. It was a day we left. It was a market day, so I got some nice trades done. And then, scheduling conferences, took care of all that stuff, and then working on like scholarships, right? And then we have these things called reading guides where it's for history class. You just write a bunch of stuff down, and we're sitting on the bus, and I start doing these reading guides because there's a bunch due next week, which is this week, and then at the same time it's like these are like the homework for the next month basically. So it just kind of looks like this. You just like write a bunch of crap. And yeah, there's like 10 of these, I don't know. But the point is like it's a lot of like handwritten stuff and it's pretty boring. But like this isn't really like what like that's like who like I mean I guess there's kids that just are into history, which is awesome. I think it's really important. For sure, like that's kind of why I split history into 2 years. So taking the whole thing in 1 year, I think if you only take history once in your life, it's super cool to get a really good grasp on it and really understand it so that you can learn from it and apply it to your life, right? In different ways. And so like getting the stuff done now, like that's the next month of homework, and most of that was done on like the trip ride ride back. It was like a 10-hour ride back, and you have a lot of people sleeping, a lot of people just doing whatever, right? And just take that time and really hammer it down so that I see a lot of kids, they're in the middle of class, and I'm like sometimes reviewing stuff. We had study hall one day, so like reading, and they're trying to finish all that stuff that was due like whenever, right? So instead of focusing on that, what you can then do in that time is focus on what matters, be it like working on your business or whatever, or just reading, to grow yourself in where the direction you want to go, right? So you have that time that you created by putting in the work initially, so that now you're not stressing about it and you can spend any extra time that you do find, instead of trying to cram it in at the end. You're focusing on the future. You're taking care of things in the future, be it future work that just has to get done, or like reading things that are gonna improve your life, right? I probably should get some more book review videos up on here, so I'll work on that. But I think this is something that'll really help. Just like go out and just freaking do it. All right, thank you guys. Have a good one.